17. I wonder my phone. Brought to you by the Glencoe Co-op Association. Currently outside, we are at 19 degrees. Yes, you heard that right. 19 is your temperature outside. Light breeze from the west at 8 miles per hour. Makes it feel like it's 10 above outside. Weird the electronics would have issues on a night like tonight. I'm just shocked by this. So light breeze tonight, not much to speak of there, but when the temperature is 18 degrees, any type of wind will definitely make that wind chill drop down. Thanks again to New North Landscaping again for helping clear the field here today. For the second time this season, they've been called upon. A big thank you to them for helping make it happen here tonight. GSL will be kicking it off, going left to right across your radio dials. We get ready for this matchup, the regular season finale between GSL and Zimmerman. Thanks for joining us here on KGLB. It's a sinking seeds in Broughton kickoff. And, well, for the first time this season, kickoff will be done by somebody other than Damian Silas for GSL, the Mitch Skowiak, to kick it off going left to right.
Yes, a little bit different, sir. Much more meat on this guy compared to the other one, right?
That's what you'd say. Kid and Spence deep to receive at his own 10-yard line. We'll see what the kickoff is like. It's a low heat seeker along the near side. Bobbled, and now it's picked up, taking the far side across the 15 to the 20, and then wrapped up and brought down about the 25-yard line, 23-yard line. Is Spence. The markings on the field, not normal, got all the yard marks and all that stuff today, with just trying to get the field clear. That was the bigger issue. But they get it 1st and 10 at their own 23 for Zimmerman.
Yeah, not as much of the big snowballs that were frozen together here like last time, and here they're just kind of able to make a little bit of a drift along the sideline here, just to put enough to make the yard markers up a little higher for us to read.
I formation, backfield, a tight eye with the running back and the fullback very close together. Hand up, trying to bounce it right side is Elijah Stelmach. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, try to bounce it. No room found on the right side of that line, so no gain on 1st and 10.
This kind of reminds me of a game that, we get to talk at Panda Sports Weekly back in the 2003 year. That championship team, they went to Byron for the quarterfinals, right? And I mean, they had to go up and play on a field like this, being frozen and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how the grouping of the cleats and things like that are going to be able to take a big effect here tonight.
So it's second, and we'll call it a long 9, short 10. I formation, handoff, fullback with it, diving up the middle across the 25 up to the 26-yard line. Let's see who that is that came up with that fullback.
Abram Hunter with the run, tackled by Hope of Panthers.
Gets a pickup of 4, bring up a third and pickup of 3, brings up a 3rd and 6 for Zimmerman. Formation backfield, one wide out to the left. Takes the snap, hand off, fullback, gonna keep it left side, gets up to the 28, 29-yard line. Not enough for a first down. And it'll be, soon the punt team will come out here
Abram Hunter stacked up and started with
and they will.
Ryan Butcher and a host of Panthers. That's 4th down.
So it's Abram Hunter with the last 2 carries. I apologize there. Respectively, but the punt team will be coming out for Zimmerman.
Back to the Panthers, receiving the punt. He's number 31, Zach Noah.
Zach Noah back to receive at his own 40-yard line, back to punt at his own 20. It's a low snap, punt is away. And far sideline, they'll go out of bounds. In fact, we'll see where they mark it. Close to the 45, 43-yard line. First and 10, they're all 43 for GSL.
43.
The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard with no score with 9:55 left to go in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on KGLB.
Good stand there by the GSL defense. They're making a big stop against, like we said, last year had a high-powered offense there for Zimmerman. A little bit of a different year here this year, but still, great job by the defense. Stand up, making some big stops there. Interesting when you hit somebody this cold too and figure out what that's going to feel like as well.
High formation backfield, one wide out each side. Zach Foles under center, tight end right side of the line, going to hand it off. Just going with it right side, off tag, off guard, pushing forward, gets the pile forward up to the 46 before it finally gets pushed, shoved back, I should say, to the 40. Well, it's the 47. It looks like where they spot him. Pick up a 4 on the carry for Giskowiak.
Giskowiak there's doing a good job keeping the feet chopping even on this cold night like this, frozen ground a little bit. Keep him chopping, keep him moving the pile.
Brings up a 2nd and 6 for GSL. Wideouts, wishbone backfield. Fullback is Jacob Stifter. Takes the snap, hand off, second man through left side. Noak with it, got a little bit of room, jumps around one tackler, gets across the midfield. He's up to the 45-yard line of Zimmerman for a pickup of 8
Zach
to
Noah,
first down.
first down run for the
Good job by
Panthers,
Noak
by
here following his
Brandon
blockers. Of
Westfall,
course, the
number
lead blocker
52.
there, Mitchell Giskowiak. And he actually even kind of ran into him as he fell down on the ground there, but still, Noak just being a little water bug of a running back, keeping them feet chopping, kind of getting skinny, getting through some of the tight places, and picks up a big first down.
First and 10 at the Zimmerman 45-yard line. Empty backfield, Stifter gets it last minute instruction from Foles, who goes under center. Ball on the left hash, takes the snap, gonna hand it off, coming around and around right side, just going out, getting stretched out into good open field. Tackle bringing him down for a loss of 3 on the play. Good job there by number 5, Brady
Number 5, Brady Sewell, shot.
Giskowiak, loss of 3.
Just saying here too, even though Newark did a spectacular job of opening up this field, right? There still is a lot of frozen clumps of ice that are out there, and I got a feeling we might see a little blood out here tonight. These guys falling on some of these patches.
And I was going to say, I think tonight might not be a great idea to do the stretch plays and way more of the straight ahead north-south runs too. Wishbone backfield, 2nd and 13. Hand off, second man through right side. Giskowiak tripped up in the backfield, falls forward back to the original line of scrimmage, no gain.
Yeah, back in my years, we used to call that the good old-fashioned line of scrimmage trip right there, you know, and Steve Mikolajczyk was a guy that just always, somehow, the line would trip him. I mean, it just would. But right there.
Dangerous line.
Yeah, Giskowiak just getting tripped up right there and falling down.
Brings up a 3rd and 13. They did give him a pickup of 1 on that carry. First drive for GSL in the game after they forced Zimmerman to go 3 and out. Remember last year GSL had a big touchdown drive, forced an early punt. Looked like they might score a second time, and then things turned real quick in favor of Zimmerman from that point on. Baumgarten, single wide out to the left, under center, ball on the right hash, gonna play action, bootleg rolling to his left, pressure coming, steps away, trying to step away from the first and second defender. Now a third one comes in as he stood up. There's 3, 4 guys around him at the end. Bowles goes down for a loss of 7, call it 8 on the play. as he was sacked back at his own 45-yard line.
Hey, give Bowles a lot of props right there, trying to extend that play out as much as he possibly could. In fact, gets wrapped up, pulls one foot out, tries to adjust so he can maybe throw yet, but then another guy leaps over and jumps on top of him there. I mean, just great job of him trying to extend it, but of course, just a fall apart there with the blocking from the offensive line. You got to find a way to give him that time.
Now Jacob Stifter back to punt, stands at his own 32-yard line. Low snap, picks it up off the hop, punt is away along the near side, end over end. Rushmeyer's there to guide the ball inside the 20, keep it going up to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 15 for Zimmerman. So that punt worked out really well. Good end over end roll that Stifter had on that one.
Yeah, good job by him. Of course, low punt. Takes a skip and beautiful little hop up to him. We call that in the baseball world a candy hop, right? Comes up right into him. Almost kind of had that little Damian Silas little run to the side and boot kick it there, and just does a good job getting a foot into it, and a good bounce, good roll, good job, good starting position to get Zimmerman down this far.
Trevor Jones starting quarterback for Zimmerman. He'll duck under center, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Fullback is Abram Hunter. Deep man in that I formation is Brock Snow this time. They're going to toss it to Snow. Check that, number 4. That's Spencer going right side, finding the edge. Gets across the 20 and then knocked out of bounds there by Klockman at the 24-yard line. Just shy of a 1st down pickup of 9 for Caden Spence.
Like we said, Klockman, of course, getting back onto the field here. A couple of other guys aren't out there, right, due to some of the health stuff out there, but also injuries. Got to be careful with that, but of course, Klockman on the field here tonight, so good to see him back on the defense.
2nd and 1. Rivers single wide out to the left, I formation backfield. Tight end on each side of the line. Under center, turn, snap, handoff, fullback up the middle. Men at the line, trying to keep the legs churning. Not going to be enough to get the 1st down there for Abram Hunter. No gain. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for Zimmerman.
Abram Hunter stacked up right at the line.
Here, but also the defense for GSL, right? Got to make your stance. Win the battle of the trenches, push back as much as you can, get that separation from that blocker, and try to make that tackle within that 1 yard.
Single wide out by Beal going wide to the left. I formation backfield. Spence, the deep man in the eye. Under center is Jones. Hard count, takes a snap. Handoff, Jones. Spence right side with it. He'll have enough for the 1st down across the 25 to the 26. A pickup of 2 for Caden Spence.
Say right away, somebody got a crosser. I think it was Toby Milner gets across, trying to get him to trip up, and he does get around the ankles, trips him up, but he's able just to leap across that extra yard he needed to pick up a big 1st down.
5:40 and counting left to go. 1st quarter. Thanks for joining us on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. No score between GSL and Zimmerman. 2nd drive of the game for the Thunder. Single wide out to the right, ball to the right hash. I formation backfield. Jones under center, takes a snap, toss play left side. Spence trying to find the edge, looking for a lane. He found a cutback lane. He's across the 30 and an open field tackle. Good job there by Nowak to bring him down to the 31. That could have been a huge run if he doesn't make that play.
Yeah, he had an opening right there. Of course, your safety squeezes over. Actually, I should say literally just charges in and cuts down and does a good job of wrapping up around the ankles and bringing him down there. You know, another thing I just want to mention, I told you Klockman's in. Klockman's actually out there playing some cornerback here tonight instead of playing on the linebacker position. So they're going to trust him on the outside to stay with some of these receivers.
Single wide out, wide to the right, I formation backfield. They're going to turn handoff. Spence with it up the middle, finds a little bit of room, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, pushes forward for a gain of 1 before he gets stood up and the whistles blow. If whistles work tonight. Pickup of 1 on the carry.
Yeah, you're right. If the whistles work tonight, you got to keep it pretty dry too.
It's 3rd down,
old
chance
school
of fans
even the
on your
electric
feet.
ball.
Let's go. Let's go.
3rd and 6. Spence with it, trying to bounce it right side. Not much found there. He'll put the legs turning, and wow, he gets up to the 35-yard line before he finally gets stopped. Pickup of 3. Oh, the carry for Spence, but boy, that was really hard-fought yards there.
Really hard fought right there, and you got to give a lot of props there too. GSL doing a great job coming around the end, putting a lot of pressure there and bringing him down before you get to that 1st down. No, I didn't see here. Did Zimmerman go for it? I didn't see the punter came out.
They did not. They're going to go for it here. 4th and about 1.5 yards for the Thunder. 3:35 left to go. I formation, single wide out to the right, ball in the right hash. Going to hand it off to Spence. He's in the backfield, speared down, and the ball came loose. And falling on it back is Trevor Jones for a loss of 4. Who was it that got in there? Was that
That's going to be Jacob Stifter that gets in
Jacob
there.
Stifter blowing the play up to the
Yeah,
basket.
Jacob
We got a
Stifter
funnel
gets in there.
Panthers ball.
Just makes
Here
a
we
beautiful
go.
read, comes through there. Of course, Caden Lang as well does a great job coming through, making a huge stop right there. And Stifter just makes a diving tackle, pretty much stopping him in his spot. Popping the ball out, of course. Ball goes towards the sideline there, but a big turnover on downs for GSL. Nice job.
They take over 1st and 10 at the Zimmerman 37-yard line. Wishbone backfield, Stifter the fullback. Bowles under center, turn, handoff, Noah left side with it, finds a cutback line across the 35, up to the 30, keeps the leg moving, give it close to the 20-yard line. When all is said and done, he'll have enough for a first down up to the 22, and a pickup of 10 for Noah.
Good job by Noah right there, just following his blockers. Great job by the left side of the offensive line, securing that gap right there, opening it up. And then, of course, the running backs right there to offer that lead blocking for Noah.
1st and 10 at the Zimmerman 21-yard line. Wishbone backfield again, turn, handoff, Noah left side, trying to find some room. This time the defense stands tall. Rylan Rivers in on the tackle on that one for a pickup of 1, though, for Noah going left side.
Yeah, Noah there taking on 4 defenders.
Zimmerman
said not this time, son. They took him down pretty hard right there, but he still does get a yard on it, which is good. We're getting the positive. We didn't lose it in it.
2:50 and counting left to go in this first quarter of action. Thanks for joining us here on KGLB and on the air and online. 1310 on your AM dial, 96.1 on the FM dial, of course online where a lot of people listen to us via the app. Maryland I formation. 2nd and 9. Bowles toss right side. Jaskowiak looking for a lane. That play's blown up before it has a chance to get started. They met him in the backfield. It's going to be a loss. Back to the 22-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. The yard they gained has been lost. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, just right there. Zimmerman doing a good job sniffing that out a little bit. You got some guards pulling on there from GSL, but at the same time, too, you got to make sure you're picking up some of that blitzes right there. That's what kind of blew that up there. They had a guy sneak through a gap, able to get in there and cause some disruption. Got to find a way to hold that just long enough to get Jaskowiak on that outside edge.
3rd and 11 at the Zimmerman 22-yard line. This is where we're not having Silas. There's no kicking option here for GSL. Pro set backfield, Bowles under center. Our count takes a snap, handoff, mesh play, given off to Stifter, met at the line, spins himself for maybe a pickup of 1 on that one for Stifter.
And somebody right now, just offensive line's got to come together. And they're going to come off the field. They're going to do some adjustments here. They're going to talk to the coaching staff. And they got to figure out how they can slow down that blitz right there once again. Another guy blitzing through that middle gap, able to come in right away and cause a disruption. And the mesh play can't even have hardly any time to unfold when you got a guy putting pressure on you like that.
And that happened, of course, last year when these two teams played as well. 4th and 10 at the Zimmerman 21-yard line. Need to get to the 11 for a first down. Jaskowiak goes wide left, Nowak wide right. Stifter single setback, tight end on each side of the line. Ball middle of the field, takes a snap to his Bowles, looking to throw. He'll heave it up, far side, towards Jaskowiak, tipped away. Jaskowiak, one-handed catch. He makes it on the far sideline, and then is knocked down out of bounds. It's a cheat code. He caught it at the 5, pickup of 16.
I never say this, right? But a wrestler passing it to a basketball player out there, if you look at it this way. Jaskowiak does a great job of really boxing out his guy, right? Does himself a little tip drill to himself, tops it in the air, pulls it down with one hand, stays in bounds, able to get down there and get that big first down. Nice job by GSL's offense.
And a stop in action here. Blood, so they got to get Jaskowiak off the field for a play. So Bo Leppel will come in his spot for a play. Get the clock running again. He's so smart. They can just one play, get him patched up, and he could be out there to start the second quarter if they don't score on this play.
Right. Be interesting to see what they do, but Jaskowiak's pad is what's covering up the blood, but they're still going to have to tape it up.
1st and goal from the Zimmerman 5-yard line. Ball in the far hash. Takes the snap. Hand off right side with it. Leppel lowers the shoulder. He gets across the 5 up to the 4. Good team mesh pile run there. Little rugby scrum to get him up to the 3 for a pickup of 2.
And a lot of confidence right now in this coaching staff with Bo Leppel, right? He's done a great job coming in with Jaskowiak's been over. Injured. They put him right back in. Hey, they give him the ball right away and say, hey, run up, son.
They bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. Ball middle of the field. They will have to run a play here before the end of the quarter. Clock did not restart until the ball was snapped. Wishbone backfield handoff, right side with it. Leppel keeps the leg short, dives in, touchdown! GSL, 11 seconds left to go. A
job by Bo Leppel, like I said, just getting into the action. They say, son, we need you to do some work for us. He does. He puts a shoulder down, drives himself into that end zone, and of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from Court Trust Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $260.
And again, remember, no Damian Silas, so no extra point. GSL is going to go for 2 here tonight. I assume that's what they're going to be doing the rest of the season now. However long it lasts. Nowak goes out wide left, I formation back, stiff to the fullback, Leppel the deep man, Bowles under center, takes the snap, handoff, no play action, looking swing pass out far side, caught wide open, Baumgarten, 2-point conversion. Bowles to Baumgarten makes it an 8-0 lead with 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB. Drive, 6 plays in for the 3-yard touchdown run by Bo Leppel. The big play, the 4th and 10 conversion, Bowles to Jaskowiak, and then the 2-point conversion pass from Bowles to Baumgarten makes it an 8-0 lead. That drive took 3:16 off the clock. GSL up 8-0. Jaskowiak to kick it off. Time for another Sankin Seeds Brown kickoff. Remind you to get ready for the 2021 planting season. It's a low squibber covered up right away by Zimmerman.
I'm sorry, did I take the paper?
Yes, you took the paper.
Oh, I'm sorry. You even gave me a little attitude with that little thing.
Yes, I was trying to.
I was trying to help you out before.
Where'd the names go?
Please, keep it on your side.
And I will. 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Look at that little banter between a wrestler and a basketball player.
Yeah, there it is.
Just like you saw that pass connection.
Yeah, they're friends. They can be friends. Under center is Jones. High formation backfield, 1st and 10. Hands it off up the middle with it. Trying to break through spinning is Elijah Stelmach. He'll get spun down at the 40-yard line and pick up a 5 on 1st down.
Elijah Stelmach there does a good job too once he gets through some of that blocking scheme right there. And has to do a nice little spin move in order to get around some of the tacklers coming in and puts up some good yards.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of action on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL leads 8-0 over Zimmerman. We're back after this on KGLB.
Giving me tude. Jeez.
I was like, I need to know who the numbers are.
I know. Well, I keep thinking they're on the back of one, but they're not. They're separate.
Yeah.
So
I'll just keep this over here.
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice and leave it in the middle so you can both read it.
it's all right.
You might give us one.
Turn on that.
I didn't even put my pop in the fridge because I know I was going to be outside with it all day. Just tighten this going right there.
They're screwing up.
Huh?
They're messing things up. They shouldn't be like this.
Stelmach trying to go right side, gets blown up in the backfield, spins away from the initial tackler. He'll fall forward, actually get back to the original line of scrimmage, a pickup of 1, but a flag on the play. Appears it's going to be on Zimmerman to back them up, but Adam, they came out with a shotgun formation. They've been going I formation all game long and now come out with a shotgun, but a flag on the play will back them up. Instead of a 2nd and 5, will be 2nd and 15 now for the Zimmerman Thunder.
Yeah, big mishap right there for the Thunder, right? Just kind of coming up with a big penalty there. Like you said, too, they came out in a different formation that we haven't seen them really do yet, trying to mix it up here a little bit, see what they can get moving here, as they make their adjustments here at the end of this first quarter as well.
8-0 lead in favor of GSL. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Single wide out, wide to the right. Ryland Rivers back under center now is Trevor Jones. Takes the snap, 5-step drop, looking to pass. Pressure comes, flag on the play. Ball starts, I believe, on Zimmerman.
I mean, this is what the coaching staff wants to see from GSL, right? Mental breakdowns on the opposite side of your team, right? That's what you really want to see, is let them hurt themselves and move themselves back. Keep yourself mentally in this game and ready to go.
So make it now a 2nd and 20 for Zimmerman back at their own 25-yard line. Need to get to the 45 for a first down. Just underway, second quarter here on KGLB. If you're looking for other football action, the East Central on KARP right now. We've got Annandale at DC. Should be that's a good one on 106.9 KARP. Single wide out each side, shotgun formation. Jones a low squat, takes a snap. He's going to go right side with it, pitches it out. Ball loose on the ground. It's covered up and it's Panther football on the turnover. As that was Toby Mulder to fall on it, and a pitch that just never was in the hands of Caden Spence, and a turnover, and GSL taking full advantage of these opportunities, Adam.
Yeah, great job right there, of course. And, another mishap from Zimmerman, and of course on the ground it goes. Toby Noldner right there as he was kind of trying to follow up from behind to get the tackle. Sees the ball on the ground, does a great job spotting it, falls down on it. Wonderful job by the GSL defense.
So for the second straight drive, GSL is going to be starting in Zimmerman territory at the Zimmerman 25-yard line, going right to left. Wishbone backfield. Skoyak back out there along with Nowak. Will play action. Pressure coming. Rolling to his right. Bulls gets away from the pressure. Looking to throw. He's still got pressure going to the far sideline. He's going to tuck it and run. He's just going to try and save yardage here. Now going to someone into the snowplow pretty nicely. Rolled over. Looks to be okay.
And you just got to give props right there to Zach Bowles. Does a great job of maintaining his composure and his confidence within that play, right? It starts to fall apart on him. The pocket starts to crash. He decides to take off to the races and really get around there, able to get some positive yards instead of losing 10 yards on that, which it would have been close to that. So great job by him, noticing what was going on around him, having that awareness, and making something happen.
Pickup of one up to the 24-yard line. That was a lot of distance covered, but thankfully only actually gained a yard on it. Break the huddle with 5 on the play clock. Single wide out to the right, no lock eye formation, backfield snap at 2 on the play clock, hand off left side, just Skoyak with it, lowering the shoulder, driving through defenders, up to the 20 and down at the 19-yard line for a pickup of 5 for just Skoyak. And that's the guy we haven't seen the last couple of weeks since he hurt his ankle here at Stevens Seminary Stadium against Watertown Mayor.
Yeah, and he started off the game last week being in the game, but the game kind of got away from GSL, right? So they decided to kind of hold some of these guys back. He may have tweaked it a little bit again, took him out, said, hey, let's get you fully healed up. Let's go for the win next week right now because of what's happening here. Good job in the coaching staff realized that too, and now he looks good here today.
3rd and 4 for GSL. Fumbled snap, ball loose on the ground. Did Vols get back on it? No, he did not. It is Zimmerman football. They recover the fumble, and they get the turnover back. As that snap, I don't know if it ever got into the hands of Vols.
No, I think the ball even kind of, when it came up, it just hit off the fingers. Of course, it went straight back underneath the center's legs and went further past the line of scrimmage back towards the defense right there. And Bulls did everything he possibly could to try to get down there. Couldn't get it. And, of course, a turnover here for GSL.
So 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line for Zimmerman. Going left to right. Takes the snap as Jones. Handoff fullback. He's going to get hit at the line. He'll fall forward. Is Abram Hunter. Gets it up to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 3. Clock rolling here. It's been a fairly quick play in the first half to this juncture. 8-0 lead in favor of GSL, the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard.
This is what happens when you run the ball.
Really?
Yeah, clock runs,
Here. Your concept.
Yeah, I know.
1 wide out each side. Single setback now is Spence. They'll play action. Actually, it was handed off to an inside man. I think the fullback was lined up as a flanker right side. He came around left edge with it. Check that. That was number 1, Brock Snow with the carry. Not much to speak of on that one. A pickup of 1.
That's going to be a great job, though, by the DN, Riley Butcher. He just does a great job coming around there and making sure he can wrap him up and bring him down. And he just jumped right on his back right away there. Nice job by him getting that read and making that outside containment, coming down and getting that tackle.
Stelmach and Snow check out. It's going to be a shotgun formation here for Trevor Jones. Actually, no, he'll be under center, but 3 wide. 2 left, 1 right. I formation back to the fumbled snap. Toss play left side. Trying to get to the edge of Spence. He's got some room. He gets speared out of bounds. And again, there making a big play is Nowak to knock it out of bounds far side of the 25-yard line. Going to be shy of the first down. And should bring out the punt unit here for Zimmerman. A pickup of 3. Unless there's a flag on the play?
I believe so. I didn't see it come out right away either. Going to be against Zimmerman.
You back them up and you take the guaranteed 4th down at about 2 for GSL. 2.5, 3, I'd say.
I think they're going to take the down.
Holding on Zimmerman. Penalty is declined. So pick up 1 with all that running by Smith's left side. And it'll bring up 4th down at about 4, and the punt team will come on for the Thunder. So defensively, GSL doing very well here in the early going on this one, Adam, especially after the rough week last week against a very big and physical Hamilton squad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a little size difference here, but still, GSL had a good week of practice, preparing themselves for us, doing a great job here so far today.
Block back to receive at his own 45. Yard line pressure comes, but he's able just to get it away. Far sideline goes out of bounds. Another short kick, far sideline by Brian Hoare. Or her, excuse me. With that one, it goes out of bounds. Right at the 45. He spotted up one of the 5-yard marks since they're at yard marks tonight.
Right, and the thing is, too, though, is, you know, on that there, the snap goes out for the punt. The blocker, the running back blocker, just kind of stepped back into the punter. The punter actually kind of had to move him out of the way to make the punt. A lot of pressure from GSL right there. So good job by GSL adding that pressure on there. Now the offense comes on to see if they can punch back in.
1st and 10 at their own 45, going right to left. Again, it's a cross breeze tonight, a westerly breeze at about 8 miles per hour from near side to far side. Wishbone backfield, takes a snap, turn, handoff. With it, Jaskowiak across midfield, keeps the leg short. He's got a 1st down to the 45, then met by a slew of Thunder players at the 44 for a pickup of 11. And that's the first time we've really seen Mitch get the legs churning since that DC game a couple of weeks ago here at Stevens Seminary.
Yeah, he finally was able to get off to the races there a little bit, punch it through, keep the legs churning like you said. Constantly feet moving right there, pulling a whole pile with him. Nice to see him back at that.
8:50 and counting left to go. First half 8-0. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard in favor of GSL. For GSL, no Damian Silas out, so no kicking game to speak of for the rest of the season. Hand off right side with it. Trying to find some room as Nowak met at the line, spins himself forward for a pickup of 1. Again, remember Zach Voles in at quarterback this week. Stifter, Jackson Stifter last week in the game. Tune in. And of course, the starting quarterback on the season, Blake Nikolajczyk, still trying to come back from his ankle injury from week 1.
Yeah, ankle, now I think it's even extended into his hamstring a little bit too, so that they're really trying to get it back. Possibility for him to be back next week.
On Tuesday will be the first game. Maryland I formation. Stifter the first man, then Nowak and deep guy. And a flinch on the right side of the line. No, I was going to say, where's the flag?
He couldn't grab it out of his pants.
There it is.
Got it.
He was trying to get, you can see the official on the far side. He was trying to get to it. He was trying to blow his whistle. He was trying to do all of that and
couldn't find it.
Couldn't quite dial it all in at the right time.
You know, like I said, you put on those wind pants when you got pants underneath them, you too, and everything gets lost in there, right? It just really does.
Really gets a little tighter in there. So a 5-yard, that's the first, I believe, first penalty of the night on GSL. Backs him up. 8-0 the lead, 7:50 left to go. GSL up over Zimmerman. Thanks for joining us here on KGLP. One guy skips out of the game and he wants to hear the score all the time. Just stays at home, doesn't come to the game. Too cold for him, he said. 2 outs to the left, ball on the right hash, toss left side with it. Jaskowiak trying to get to the edge at midfield. Gets met by a couple defenders and reared out of bounds, and he goes into the bench, and good thing his teammates there to help catch him before he goes through the bench and everything else. Up to the 46-yard line, only a pickup of 2, trying to go left side with it to Jaskowiak.
Tough to stop the freight train coming through, right? But guess who's there? Urchetta, he's right there to make the stop and help his running back out.
Brings up 3rd and 11 for GSL. Again, win from the west, so it is at times, and right now it's keeping that flag pretty steady. Going from near side to far side, so going towards that Zimmerman sideline. So the visiting fans' faces are getting the full extent of the wind here tonight at Stevens Seminary Stadium. 2 wideouts, 1 each side. Shotgun formation, actually pistol formation. Gonna fake, no, give it off to Noah coming across right side. Got some room across the 40 and then brought down at the 39-yard line. Found a cutback lane there, Adam. Thought it might be more, but a good job in the open field to tackle for Zimmerman.
Yeah, does a good job right there. Nice pressure from Zimmerman in that backfield, right? But Zach Nowak being that speedy little water bug running back for him, able to get past him. Cuts up hard. I mean, that's tough to watch out here tonight because you don't know if he's going to slip or not or get an injury like that. He does a beautiful cut hard up into the field right there. Able to get some positive yards instead of losing some yards again, but of course a big 4th down here coming up for GSL.
4th and 5 upcoming for GSL. 6:50 and counting left to go first half, and with the conversation they're having on the near sideline, he thinks there's going to be a timeout called as Bulls ask per chance for some water that isn't frozen. And GSL run the play clock all the way down to 1 before they use their first time out here on the first half with 6:34 left to go. 8-0 with the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL leading over Zimmerman. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. Bergman's got you covered with floor coverings, window treatments, cabinets, and of course, Cambria countertops. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
If this was a 3rd down and then he got that game, they probably would have given him the first down,
Right.
especially with this being 4th down. And I can't blame Zimmerman coach Evan Bartlett for saying, hey, can we get a measurement, please, on this one? This is kind of important here, because otherwise...
Even GSL, let's just see the measurement.
And Nowak still trying to peer down the line.
Good to see these guys get the,
Get a good jog in,
That's
too.
right. I mean, Tim Leppel's out there, of course, his son Bo is playing. Good to see him out there. You gotta work for this a little bit.
Oh boy,
It's close.
It is close, and just on the front edge of the ball, it is a first down. Oh, what a break there for GSL. Just gets the first down. That spot, as we mentioned, kept getting slid just a little bit more forward. The official on the near side initially signaled first down, wanted to keep the clock rolling. He was right on the money. A pickup with 6 in the pass to Stifter. Boy, what a fight by Stifter to get that first first down with 6:25 left to go. GSL up 8-0 on Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Ball the left hash. Maryland I formation. Takes a snap to his Wolves. Pressure coming up the gut. Gives it off left side with it. Juskowiak. He gets up to the line of scrimmage. Pushes forward for a yard. Then gets run backwards by 4 or 5 Zimmerman Thunder defenders. Pickup of 1 for Juskowiak left side.
I just want to say right now, I know we're having some technical difficulties out there. Some people are saying that the app just keeps falling. If that happens, shut it down, restart the app, bring it back up. We'll be right back live with you. Just having a couple of difficulties. It's okay. Just keep doing that. Hopefully we can get it corrected here.
Wishbone backfield for GSL. 2nd and 9. Ball in the left hash. Wolves takes a snap. Second man through left side with it. Nowak gets across the 30, falls and trips forward up to the 29-yard line. Picked up a 4 on the carry left side for Nowak.
Good job for Nowak right there. Just doing a good job following the blockers through there. Good job by the offensive line, the left side here, opening up some of that little bit of a gap there, letting him to get into that secondary.
3rd and 4 upcoming. You see wherever the majority of the game has been played, a lot of that part of the field has been chipped away with whatever ice there might have been on the field. That's been chipped away. Not right now. We're getting into a new portion of the field. They're trying to chip away some ice, and the officials are going to let the defenders try and knock away a big ice block before the play is set up there. So they're just going to give it a little bit of time. So they allow them to stop the clock through 5:13. No timeout used, but just need to get the ice chunk chipped away off the field so they can get some firm planting. 3rd and 4 for GSL. The Zimmerman 29-yard line. Need to get to the 25 for a first down. Wishbone backfield. Bulls hard count. Got him to flinch. Got it. First down for GSL in the hard counts.
Good job by GSL right there again, right? That was key number 1 here tonight. Mentally stay in this game. Do not mentally break down. Do not cause yourself harm by getting untimely penalties. Great job by the offense to come together and go, hey guys, we all know what the count is going to be, so we're going on 2. Do not jump on 1. So great job by the offense right there.
8-0 lead in favor of GSL. Bo Lepo, a 3-yard touchdown run. That was at the end of the first quarter. That's the only score so far. They converted a 2-point conversion. 1st and 10 now at the Zimmerman 24-yard line, going right to left. Pro set backfield for GSL. Bulls under center. Single wide out to left. They'll hand it off up the middle. Stifter gets knocked down immediately upon getting the ball. Got met right in the backfield. No gain on the play for Stifter.
Yeah, no gain right there. Of course, tough pressure and tough pressure by Zimmerman there, of course, and big second down coming for GSL. Biggest thing is they got to try to punch it in here, right? Let's get another score on the board. And we've already scored a 2-point conversion to give you that little bit of a jump here, but also time management, clock management, right?
2nd and 11, 4:20 and counting left to go in the first half. 8-0 lead in the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Hand off, fumble, ball loose on the mesh. Trying to hand it off to Stifter. I think Vols fell back on it, and he did. Loss of 1 on the play, and I'm not sure if that was meant to be a mesh or if that was supposed to be a fake to him and then a pitch or a handoff to Juskowiak coming left side.
Yeah, our angle here too, we couldn't really see it. It just kind of all blurred together. You couldn't really see what exactly happened. Like you said, don't know if it was on the mesh play or just kind of running into somebody or whatever it was.
So 3rd and 11 for GSL at the Zimmerman 26-yard line. 10 on the play clock as they break the huddle. Butcher the single wide out to the right, ball on the left hash. Pro set backfield. Bulls showing blitz. They fake play action, rolling to the right, flipping it out far side. Stifter can't catch this one. Shin high catch. As Bulls was knocked down at the end of that play by Abram Hunter. And that'll bring up now a 4th down for GSL. 4th and 11.
Yeah, Vols just kind of upset with himself there too a little bit, but again, don't believe it was any type of a screen there, but I think it's just a little bit too much pressure got in that backfield again, and
it was a slower developing play.
So it is, and you know, I gotta kind of go through this a little bit in my own mind too, but just the way that he turns, it just doesn't make sense either how he's going for that play. So I don't know if that's just something that happened, but there's also 4 left-handed QB right there.
Pressure coming, quick flick out near side to Juskowiak, tipped away. Is it intercepted? Yes, it is. Picked off by Wyatt Patron. Oh, that one to get the pick. They brought 2 defenders over to Juskowiak on the left side. They saw what happened last time when he was sent out wide as a wideout. GSL tried the same thing. This time it's picked off.
And of course, it stinks, you know, you throw a pick, you turn over right there, but at the same time, too, in what they had for down, fourth down, they had 10, 11 yards to go. It's still kind of a mini punt if you think about it, just to put them back even further into their own zone.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line for Zimmerman, going left to right. Shotgun formation, quick toss out left side. Stelmach trying to find the edge. He's got some good blocking. He's got enough, almost had enough for a first down. He tried to hurdle, and Nowak speared him in the hip out of bounds. And it looks like by the spot he'll have enough for a first down up to the 24-yard line to pick up a 12 for Stelmach. And that's the first time tonight we've really seen Zimmerman get to the edge in this game, Adam.
Yeah, they did a good job of sealing off right there. And the defensive line got sealed off pretty good, right? But the linebacking core came through, and I thought Stifter was going to get to him, but he ends up getting taken out by his own guy, Bo Leppel, who got blocked into him. So, yeah, just a good job by Zimmerman making that unfold.
3 wide out, I formation, handoff up the middle, trying to find some room as Brock Snow, and nothing found there. Trying to bounce it left side, no gain on the carry for Brock Snow. Clock rolling here with 2:50 and counting left to go. As they'll do a hurry-up offense now for Zimmerman. 2 wide outs wide to the right is Wyatt Beal. Under center is the quarterback Trevor Jones. I formation backfield, ball on the left hash. Single wide out to the left, takes a snap, 5-step drop, looking to throw in it, heaving it up the middle. Flag on the play. I believe Brian Herr was the intended receiver on that one. It's going to be pass interference on GSL. Carter
I
Rushmeyer.
think they're going to call it on Carter Rushmeyer.
And it is pass interference.
He's just asking, too. He is asking, doing what he's got to do to find out what he did wrong there and try to correct it.
15-yard penalty and an automatic first down for Zimmerman. They're now at their own 40-yard line, going left to right, still in their own territory. 2:31 and left to go. Clock stops with that penalty. Single wide out, deal to the right, I formation backfield. Jones under center. Looking to pass, has time, looking, heaving deep down the middle. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Nolan Spence from the tight end position, right side. And I thought actually, Adam, he left maybe a half click early there, as it looked like he got a jump on that one, but it was incomplete on the long pass from Jones.
It kind of looked like that to me too, like he just got that little bit of a half a second start right there, right? And he ends up getting out there. Of course, Bo Leppel is the one that's got to be on him, as the cornerbacks are staying up on their options, and of course the tight end just comes off right there and is able to go all the way out. And Bo Leppel does a good job just making sure he can try to finish the tackle if nothing else.
Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side, running back to the right for the quarterback Jones. Takes the low snap, picks it off the ground, looking to pass, rolls to his right, pressure comes, heaves it high, Archer to the near side. It is incomplete. Intended receiver Caden Spence. Good coverage on the play there by Zach Voles for GSL.
Good job by Zach Voles, just getting down there, just kind of maybe got a little turned around right there, but still able to stay with his man, put some pressure on him, and just a little bit of an errant pass there, can't quite get to him.
Yeah, not only was Voles turned around, the receiver got turned around as well on the play.
That's the tough thing is, you're defending him and you're watching what the receiver's doing too, and it messes you up a little bit too, because you're watching how turned around he is.
High formation, 1 wide out each side, 3rd and 10, takes a snap, gonna hand it off, no option. Now we can give it off to the fullback. Ball's loose again, another turnover for GSL. Hunter fumbles it, picked up a couple yards, but then GSL ends up with the ball. Even though an offensive lineman for Zimmerman came up with it, the officials rule it a turnover. It's GSL football.
That's going to be Jacob Stifter does a good job. The ball kind of just leaves the running back's hand. As you said, Hunter has it, kind of slips out into the air a little bit, and Stifter just comes in. Jacob Stifter comes in and grabs onto it and is able to just bring it in for the fumble recovery. And now we are going to have an injury on the field. It looks like it's going to be Nathan Warner down. He was the guy that initially had Hunter wrapped up and was trying to pull him back, and not sure if it's the knee or if it's something with his ankle, but we'll have to see here.
So a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. GSL leading 8-0. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds here on KGL. On the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, 2:11 left to go. 2 timeouts left for GSL. First and 10 at the Zimmerman 44-yard line. Wishbone backfield. Bosch play. Bowles tries to save it. He'll be tackled for a loss of 1 back to the 45-yard line. And that play got blown up before it could start. We've really seen a lot from Zimmerman here. They're trying to blitz, right? It's that A-gap blitz we're seeing a lot of in this game.
Yeah, definitely putting a lot of pressure up the middle right there. And like I said, the offensive line is just having some issues trying to adjust to that and get that figured out here. Nathan Warner too, just an update on him. Looks as if it was something with the hand or the wrist right there, and maybe got him taped back up here. He's putting his glove back on. I think he should be ready for some action.
Second and 11. Wishbone backfield. Bowles under center. Takes a snap, hand off up the middle with it. Stifter, he's galloping across the line of scrimmage. He's got enough for a first down, up to the 30 and dragging defenders to the 28-yard line. Oh, yeah, good getting up on that run, a pickup of 16.
Good job of Jacob Stifter, and like you said, he just was like shot out of a cannon right away. Gets that mesh play, handoff, up the middle he goes. Does a great job of getting out there and, of course, pulling a couple of guys with him. Good run by Jacob Stifter.
Minute 28, minute 15 and counting left to go in the first half. Wishbone backfield, Bowles under center. So bobbles the snap, he'll just keep it. Now the ball's loose along the near side. Zimmerman trying to pick it up, and it's Petron again, and he'll pick it up and have it first and 10 as Bowles bobble had a rough snap there, then tried to run with it left side, got jarred free, and another turnover back to Zimmerman here in the first half with a minute 5 left to go.
Yeah, Bowles just kind of gets up very upset with himself right there and knows that he just kind of cost that.
On that one, and a huge third down conversion for Zimmerman. And now a timeout for the Thunder with 39 seconds left to go in this first half. 8-0 the lead in favor of GSL. Timeout Thunder.
This timeout brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. With name brand floor covering and window treatments direct from the middle to you, plus cabinets and, of course, rear countertops. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
Wide open was Beal when he caught it, and he had a lot of room to run there, Adam.
Yeah, great job right there. I mean, I think it was even kind of a little bit of a delayed slant in there because nobody was on him. Like, not a person was there.
Shotgun, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Once again, ball center of the field. One time out left. To his right, now looking to pass. Pressure coming, he throws it underthrown. 3 Zimmerman guys were there, 5 Panthers were there in coverage, incomplete on that pass.
Great job right there, of course. Good pressure by the defensive line. Nathan Warner, Toby Oldner, Mark Archetta, Brandon Butcher, all them guys just getting in there, causing some disruption, getting the quarterback to move out of that pocket. Great job by the defensive line for GSL.
I believe it should be 1 timeout left for Zimmerman here. They've got 2 on the board, but I believe it's only 1 because they called 1 after first down,
yes.
and they called 1 after they got the first down here.
Yes.
So it's 2nd and 10. No timeouts left for GSL. Leading 8-0 with 33 seconds left to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Jones will be under center. Stelmach going slot left, and now a timeout can be used here. And I believe this is the 3rd and final timeout, but a timeout nonetheless for the Thunder with 33 seconds left to go. Timeout Zimmerman.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and yes, the Winstead areas. Bergman's got you covered with floor coverings, window treatments, cabinets, and you know what else they have?
Countertops?
Cambria countertops.
Cambria countertops, you
That's
say?
right. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
Wow, you just call them and you can set up one of those.
Yeah, you just use your telephone.
Your phone?
You know, or your small computer device that you can also receive phone calls on, which is called your cell phone.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just call right there, and it can be in your home or the design studio.
2nd and 10 with 33 seconds left to go. Single wide out to the right is Rivers. Under center is Jones. 3 wideouts left. Takes a snap. 5-step drop. Looking left. Pressure coming. Throwing deep. Left side. Underthrown. Knocked away. Nearly intercepted. Had a man down out there. It was Nolan Spence, but into double coverage, and they ripped the ball away before you could catch it. Rushmeyer in there along with Nowak, and I think Klockman came in at the end as well.
Yeah, Rushmeyer and Nowak there right away, and Rushmeyer came in to just kind of do the pat down right on the ball, and of course Nowak is underneath as he got underneath there and actually had his hands on the ball as well, and they're talking about it right now, even just kind of saying, yeah, keep it swatting, man, and he's like, well, I'm underneath, I got the ball, you swatted away from me.
Trevor Jones will be under center, I formation, 3 wide out, 2 left, 1 right, ball center of the field, their own 45-yard line, takes a snap, 5-step drop, 4-man rush, has time, steps into the pocket, ball hit as he threw and incomplete. Hit as he threw on that one was intended for, I believe, Brian Herr, who was coming across the middle. If he was able to follow through with that throw, as Jones is reaching to his right elbow right now. If he was able to make the follow through at him, I think he would have had a completion there, probably another first down, but instead he got hit as he threw, and the punt team will come out with 20 seconds left to go.
Yeah, definitely. Just a little bit coming in there, a lot of pressure, like you said. If he would have been able to follow through, they may have maybe connected with that pass right there, but big 4th down coming up here for GSL, and I do believe they're coming up. They're going for the punt block on this one.
Punt team is out. Yes, GSL's got everybody up on the line. Here comes the pressure. The punt is just away in time, and Nowak will call for a fair catch and catch it. Almost on the ground at the 25-yard line. I believe we are just going simple, kneel down away. If we're going to the half here with GSL leading by a score of 8-0. 15 seconds left to go. Panthers will get the ball first to start the second half. I could be wrong, but
I think you're right.
boy, that'd be nice. Good change of
You
pace.
got a 50-50 shot here.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yes.
It's a very simple 50-50 shot. UTC here, I believe it'll be kneel down for GSL to call it a half and take an 8-0 lead into the half. A very turnover-prone night on a chilly, frozen night. And yes, the Kneel down formations out there. Bowles takes the knee, and that will do it for the first half of action. Bo Leppel's 3-yard touchdown run, the only score of the game. Pulls the Baumgarten 2-point conversion, gives us our 8-0 score on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard as we go to the half. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back. It's your halftime report stat brought to you by Gunner Helmet of Minnesota. We're back in kick it off left to right for the Zimmerman in their way white uniforms, black helmet, the Charger bolt in the blue. High, short kickoff. It'll be picked up on the hop, taking near side, now going far side with it. His ball level gets it across the 30 up to the 35-yard line. It's where he's brought down to 36. It's first and 10 at home, 36 for GSL. Going right to left. First drive of the second half. Here with an 8-0 lead in favor of GSL on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard.
Bo Leppel aggressively coming up and getting that kickoff.
Took a nice hop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was trying
frozen ground helped.
I was trying to say the candy hop there as it came up to him and tries to get a couple extra yards for GSL.
Wishbone backfield for GSL, first and 10 at their own 36, going right to left, handoff coming around left side with it as Nowak breaks one tackle, stiff arms a man to the ground up to the 30, keeps his legs sturdy. He's up close to the 45, gets knocked down at the 44-yard line. Pick up of 8 on the carry for Nowak going left side. We are underway here in the second half. Thanks for joining us here on KGLE 1310 on your AM dial, 96.1 on the FM side, and of course online as well. Provide all the, we have issues, we do apologize. We're trying to get those fixed as quickly as possible. Second and a short two, pro set backfield. Falls under center, takes a snap, handoff, just go left side, got the first down, a little bit more at midfield, stood up there, pushes into Zimmerman territory, and he'll get shoved back with a call, stop before progress, up to the 49, pickup of 7 on the carry for Giskowiak.
Mitchell Giskowiak, MJ, the man-child, right? He's just able to stay up on those feet and push the pile and try to pull him either way, and nothing could pull him down in that play right there.
Clock rolling. 11 minutes and counting left to go in the first half. Last chunk still being shipped off the field as the play gets towards that side. Middle of the field actually right now is where a lot of the games have been played between the 30s, and a lot of that's been chunked up and taken care of whatever snow was on the field. Pro set backfield first and 10. The Zimmerman 49 handoff up the middle with it. Stifter going right side, breaks one more tackle, still on his feet. Up to the 40-yard line. Stiff arming him in. And bringing him down across the 38-yard line and a pickup of 11 for Stifter and a first down as he goes out of bounds near side.
Good job by Stifter right there, just chopping those feet and following them blockers right away to get some good yardage right there, and another big first down picked up by Jacob Stifter.
GSL moving quickly. Again, remember, there is a breeze from the near sideline to the far at about 10 to 15 miles per hour at times. First and 10 at the Zimmerman 38, wishbone backfield, Bowles under center, takes a snap on the left hash, hands it off, going left side with it. Nowak breaks the first arm tackle, spun down, it'll be a pickup of 1 on the carry for Nowak going left side. Good open field tackle by Elijah Stelmach to bring him down, making a pickup of 2 for Nowak left side.
Good job by Nowak there, once again following them blockers. Great job by the offensive line for GSL, and it's just so funny watching these football players with all these chunks of ice, right? And they're always trying to scrape it up and get it broken up so they've got some traction out there to make some tackles.
Brings up second and 8 for GSL, going right to left. First drive of the second half, an 8-0 lead in favor of GSL. Single wide out, Baumgarten to the left, the wing tee backfield with Stifter straight back to the quarterback. Bowles under center, takes a snap, hand it around, going right side with it. Giskowiak waiting for the block. He gets brought down from behind. A pickup of 1, trying to go right side with it. Was Giskowiak, clock rolling. Here first drive of the second half. It'll bring up the 3rd and 7 for GSL.
Big third down coming up here. Can the offensive line give that time needed for Bowles to make his decisions, whether it's a passing play or even just in that mesh play and handing it off, but also opening up them gaps, allowing that running back to get through, or even the lead backs to get through to open up even more to get a big rush here.
Brings up a 3rd and 7. They'll come out with a wishbone backfield, stiff for the fullback. Nowak can just go after the guys on this 3rd and 7. Bowles takes a snap, turn, hand off left side, cut it up the middle. With it is Nowak. He'll get across the 35, up to the 32-yard line. A good pickup of 4 on the play. And that's the benefit there, Adam, of GSL being in a clear 4-down territory and being really being safe. Just going with a straight run play there brings up 4th and about 2.5.
Yeah, just try to play it safe, and let's see if we can make something big happen here. And again, pick up some really good positive yardage. Of course, they're still in 4-down territory. They're going to go for it here, but some big pickup right there on a safe play.
4th and 2, wishbone backfield again for GSL. First try of the second half, takes the snap, Bowles handoff right side, Giskowiak with it, lowers the shoulder. He'll have enough for a first down before he gets brought down. It'll be a pickup of 3 on the 4th and 2 for GSL. for Jaskowiak, and MJ gets another first down for GSL.
Good job by Jaskowiak. Good hard rush right there, following his blockers, able to pick up another big first down for GSL, and finally GSL finds that momentum once again to get things moving. But we saw him down here one other time. Ball pops out of one of the out of Bowles right there, but they gotta try to hold on to it, punch it in here.
First and 10 at the Zimmerman 27-yard line. Wishbone backfield takes a snap, turn, handoff. Second man left side with it. Nowak, I don't know if it was supposed to go to him. The defense blew that play up, and Nowak got it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And for GSL, they're going to count that as a win because that play was blown up from the word go. Adam really didn't have much of anything going for it because the defender came in, I think, just wiped Stifter completely out of the play.
Yeah, definitely, and just kind of breaking it up completely. And Zimmerman's had that a couple times here tonight. They're able to get some good pressure through that front line, break some things up. We've seen a lot of the blitzing coming through that A gap in the middle right there, right? GSL's offensive line has to figure out how to stop that pressure.
We're going to call it pickup of 1, second and 9. Single wide out, Butcher to the right wing T backfield. Ball's under center. Handoff coming around left side. Nowak with it. Has a man to beat. He's wrapped up at the ankles and brought down. Good open field play by Stelmach. And really, if that block is made on the left side, Adam, that could have been a touchdown for Nowak because he had a lot of room to run on the left side.
Yeah, definitely a good play call, open field right there. But one guy gets through and just breaks it up completely. And Nowak did everything he could to get through and pass that, but just couldn't beat and elude that defender.
Third and 10 for GSL at the Zimmerman 28-yard line. Baumgarten single wide out to the left, wing T backfield. Bowles under center, handoff up the middle with it. Stifter, he's met up about 5 yards down the field. He gets across the 25 up to the 21-yard line. He'll bring up a 4th and 3.
Again, 4th down territory here. GSL is going to go for it no matter what, but another kind of a safe run right there. Let's give it to Stifter, let him pound away on that defense. And I mean, that's the mentality of GSL football, right? It's smash mouth football. When it's cold out, it's wet out, it's raining out, things like that, snowing, that wishbone allows you to keep pounding away at that defense.
4th and a long, 3 short, 4 for GSL at the Zimmerman 22-yard line. Wishbone backfield takes the snap, handoff, second man through left side. Nowak met, he'll be tackled short. A pickup of just 1 on the 4th and 3. And the defense stands tall for Zimmerman to keep it just a one-score game, an 8-0 lead for GSL. But if you're looking for positives there, nearly half of the first quarter was milked off the clock. 6:16 remaining in the third quarter. GSL gets stopped, turnover on downs.
Yeah, and right there, just kind of a misreading and miscommunication right there. Head coach Scott Chibley talking to Mitchell Jaskowiak, trying to tell him, hey, you got to make sure you pick up that block. And Jaskowiak's trying to figure out what maybe he did miss. And then, just like I said, little things got to tweak right there to keep that momentum going.
1st and 10 at their own 21 for Zimmerman. They'll turn hand off, trying to find some room. Stelmach right side with it. He's across the 25, stumbling off to the 30 and stumbling out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 14 on first down for Stelmach, who, remember, made that big tackle against Nowak just a couple plays earlier to take away potential touchdown run to the left side.
Good job by Klockman there, coming to save that tackle right there in that run. And you can tell he's hobbled here a little bit. Yeah, that ankle maybe just giving him a little bit of a problem. Yeah.
3 wide out, 2 left, 1 right, I formation. Backfield, Spence the deep end. They'll hand it off to him coming around right side. He's got a big hole to run through, and time to go. Spence with it, near side, stiff arms. Klockman down out of bounds. And they pick up of 10 and another first down for Zimmerman. So their first 2 plays here in the second half, Adam, have been runs for first downs.
Yeah, and right there too, just some misreading right there. You can tell that everybody went one way, nobody came the other way. Klockman, last man home right there, right? Does a good job getting away from his defender, makes that tackle and saving it.
Jones under center, I formation, backfield, 3 wide outs, 2 left, 1 right. Jones takes a snap, toss play left side. Spence looking to get to the edge, looking for a cutback lane. He finds a little bit across the line of scrimmage, dives forward up to the 49-yard line for a pickup of 3 on the carry left side.
I think Klockman here too, they got to keep an eye on him right now. He's hobbling pretty good out there, and he's kind of got a little hitch right there in his giddy up, and it's hard for him even to take
Jacob Stifter hobbling right now?
Well, him too. Yeah, him too. But Klockman, it's hard for him to take even a step back to get that initial motion back against these receivers.
2nd and 7. Single setback, 3 wide outs left, 1 to the right, on the left hash. Jones takes a snap, handoff, Spence with it up the middle. He gets the line of scrimmage and then driven backwards there. A pickup of 1 on the carry for Caden Spence. A little surprised they went up the middle since they've been working the edges so mellow so far in this drive out.
Yeah, and of course, so it's one of those things too of trying to keep somebody off guard, right? We've been pounding out here, pounding on the outsides. Now let's try to get it up the middle. Maybe we can break something through. But not only that, it always shows you're willing to mix it up a little bit, right?
3rd and 5 at the GSL 49-yard line.
Just a little bit of a too much of a rushed pass right there, you know. And I know you're trying to be quick and catch everybody off guard. He's open right away, but at the same time too, you got to make sure you take that step back and make a good, clean, crisp pass. Just a little bit of a rush pass, but of course, a fortunate event for GSL now is it's a big 4th down here. Now can the defense withstand, make a big play with that ball back?
So it brings up 4th and 10. 3 wideouts, 2 left, 1 right. Running back to the left of the quarterback. Jones squatted down for the shotgun snap. Takes it. Toss play left side to Spence. Spence trying to find room on that left edge. He finds a cutback lane. He's getting close. Then he gets knocked backwards by Nowak. Short of the first down. Oh, it looked like he was going to get there. But the hammer that is known as Zach Nowak came in and negated that run and pick up with 8 on 4th and 10.
That's a big hit by the little man, right? He comes in there and is just all that he can be. And he stands the guy up by just hitting him as hard as he could with them shoulder pads, and then just kind of gives the look over, right? And I mean, I'm telling you what, as a guy, a football player, things like that, that's what you look for, is that big hit. And that's exactly what he got right there.
So it's 1st and 10. Their own 32-yard line. Defense comes up with a big stop there for GSL. Zimmerman yet to get into the red zone yet in this game, but that was a very productive drive from their own 21 to get across into GSL territory. High formation backfield for GSL. Handoff with it. Jaskowiak makes the first man miss. He'll just dive forward as he's tripped up. Picked up of 2. Ends up going right side with it. Pick up of 2 for Jaskowiak. He's been still not, I would say, not 100%. With the way this game's gone, it doesn't seem 100% out there, but he's fighting through it and making do with what he can.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe not quite that 100%. Like you said, maybe we're looking at about 85, out there, but still, like you said, doing what he can do yet. We haven't seen him really bust anything through yet, right? And if anything, Nowak's been the guy that's really gotten that extra yardage there, but Jaskowiak's still a tough runner out there, even when he's in.
2nd and 8, wing T backfield, Bulls under center, ball in the right hash, going to hand it off up the middle to Stifter, and this time the defense was ready for that dive play left side. They drive him back. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll call it a pickup of 1 on the carry for Stifter. And they'll bring up now a 3rd and 7 for GSL.
GSL continue to maintain that block and open something up in the running back Give him the time. But like you said, once again right there, kind of that inside blitz right there, inside pressure. Offensive line just not quite able to hold, but at the same time, too, gives Zimmerman the props for just sniffing it out.
Minute 30 left to go, third quarter. 8-0 the lead in favor of GSL. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. 7 on the play clock as they break the huddle. They hurry up to the line with 5 on the play clock. High formation back. That's a timeout or a full start. Timeout GSL. The play clock was running down there. The minute 15 left to go. 8-0 the lead in favor of GSL. Timeout Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bourbon Interiors, serving Glencoe, Hutchinson, Laconia, and Winston areas. Decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, and great service. We got you covered.
Appreciate them for sponsoring timeouts all season long. One thing to note here is GSL using that timeout. It's a third and we'll call it 7. For the Panthers coming up here. How close do you need to get when you think about going for it on fourth down, or do you punt if it is fourth down no matter what here, Adam?
I think the biggest thing is you've had some really big success up the middle with Stifter, but at the same time they've done a good job here now stuffing that a little bit, right? You got to be within that 1 yard range. You know, I mean, even 2 yards this far back, that's a little tough.
And that's the difference between being on your own side of the 50
Yes.
and your opponent's side of the 50.
Yeah, right. And it's got to be within at least a yard. You know, it has to be. Otherwise, you're going to have to push us down because, again, it's a one-score game here, you know, and...
Sandra, you owe us money for putting that phone by the heater. We're becoming very popular all of a sudden.
That's right.
There are rumors of a heated press box. Needed to check in on you guys.
That's right.
Anyway, back to the actual game going on. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Stifter to the left of the quarterback Bowles. Slot left is Jaskowiak on this 3rd and 8. Blitz comes, looking to throw, has time. Almost caught by Noah. Cornell on the way. He went up. If he would have reeled it in, it was thrown slightly behind me to leap up to try and catch it. If he would have been able to catch that, he would have been right at the first down line to gain. Instead, it's incomplete, and the punt team comes out for the 2nd time tonight for GSL.
Yeah, just too bad right there, like you said. Bowles just doing a good job finding his option right there and finding the target, throwing it out there just a little far behind him. Not able to haul it in. We know what Zach Nowak can do out there. We just couldn't quite hold on to it. Miss unfortunate wins right there in that series.
Aiden Spence back to receive the punt at his own 44 now. Remember, Jacob Stifter is the punter. No Damian Stylis. High snap gets it. Not a lot of pressure. Punts away. It's a wobbler far side, and that'll go out of bounds at about midfield if GSL's lucky. Comes running in. Will be midfield. Yes. 1st and 10 at midfield for Zimmerman. So a bit of a shank punt there for GSL. Sets up Zimmerman in a great field position with a minute 5 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 8-0 lead in favor of GSL over Zimmerman. Zimmerman with good starting field position. Their best starting field position of the night at midfield. Under center is Jones. 1 wide out to each side. Still Moss dots the eyes. With Hunter the fullback. Just takes a snap, hand off left side. Stelmach trying to find room. He's met in the backfield and brought down for a loss of 2. Leppel along with, was that Warner?
Warner, yep.
Loss of 2 on the carry for Stelmach left side.
Good job right there for Leppel making that correct read, making sure he got through there. And then, of course, Nathan Warner, we've seen him do it all year, right? Able to get past that center right there, gets in the backfield. Great job by the GSL's defense in that play.
Clock stop, or whistle's blowing here. I'm not sure what the conversation is.
I think they never changed the ball.
Whereas the one that Zimmerman brought in. Well, there you go.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they didn't change
never
that.
changed out the ball.
Zimmerman, won't you? Looked at him and like, wait a second, hold on. Hey, ref. They did hurry up the line, and center's not going to view that too tough. Shotgun formation, 4 wide, 3 right, 1 left, ball on the left hash, running back to the right of the quarterback. Jones takes a snap, looking to throw, throws an underneath route, throws a bullet past the right ear. Luke Poole, I mean an absolute bullet that went by his ear, incomplete. Stops the clock with 20 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. 8-0 lead in favor of GSL over Zimmerman.
Yeah, and Jones just does have a very good arm, right? We've seen him throw some really hard, crisp, spiraled passes. It's the accuracy part. It's just not quite maybe there for him there.
20 seconds. Oh, the ball moved up to the 50. Wasn't a completion. Ball got moved up a yard.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because look at where the ball marker is.
Yeah. Yeah. The ball got, they moved it back, and there was a loss of 1 on the first play. And we were spotted. It was a yard ahead of where it should have been. Line judge on the far side had the guy behind me. You're a yard ahead of where I am. Could you back it up? There we go. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Jones with the running back off to his right, ball in the left hash. Takes the head high snap, 4-man rush, has time, steps up, pressure coming, heaves it near side. It is gonna be caught! And breaking 1-arm tackle near side within his pool. Pools off to the races, 10, 5, touchdown! Zimmerman's on the board! A 52-yard touchdown pass to Poole.
Poole just does a good job of getting down that field, and again, like you said, Klockman just not quite 100% out there with that ankle, and you could tell it affected him right there to make that stop and cut. But then even Zach Bowles too coming in, got spun around on the play, and then Poole just ended up going all the way down and punching it in for 6.
A huge third down conversion, a 52-yard touchdown pass, and now Zimmerman will be going for 2. Jones to Poole. This is a big 2-point conversion with a 6 lead now in favor of GSL with 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They'll come out single setback, 3 wideouts to the right. Jones takes a snap, looking to throw right side, now swings it back, left side, it is caught, held on to, through the roll, yes, 2-point conversion is good, and it ties it up at 8 apiece on the Glencoe Light Power scoreboard with 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We're back after this on KGLB.
That was 81. That's who it was. I think we held on to it.
Welcome back, everyone. A 50-yard drive into a 52-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Poole. And Jones to Wilson, 2-point conversion ties it up at 8 apiece. Here with 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So both teams scoring their 1 touchdowns and getting 2-point conversions with about 12 seconds or 11 seconds or left to go in the opening quarter of their half. Goal line drive, Sankin Seeds kickoff, Sankin Seeds, and Brown around to you get ready for the 2021 season. The fumble, and then falling back on. That was Bo Leppel trying to pick it up about 3 or 4 times. Couldn't, and had to finally spin himself around and fall on it. He got speared in the back. As the GSL will be starting 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. And Panthers got to get their foot back in the ground here, Adam, after having the lead throughout since the late in the first quarter. Now the touchdown on the 3rd down and 12, and things have kind of turned on a dime.
Well, the thing is GSL's had many opportunities, right? But it's always been stalled out by either costly penalties or faulty plays that just haven't quite worked for them.
High formation backfield, just go yak, dots the eye, they'll hand it off to him, going left side, find a little bit of room, tries a stiff arm man, he'll get brought down by the arm and up to the 20-yard line, a pickup of 3 on the play, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 8 all the scores. We go to the fourth quarter here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. We're back in 60 seconds here on KGLB. first and 15-16. Formation backfield. Wide out each side, down the right hash. Jones under center, takes a snap, turn, hand off. Bond with that one. Coming around with it. Boy, he got met immediately, too, as Nathan Warner in there for the tackle. Caden Spence got the handoff, and he reintroduced Mr. Warner once again.
Yeah, good job. Warner just busting through there immediately, separating himself from that defender. That blocker does a good job getting in there, and then, like you said, just literally swallowing that running back hole.
Brings up second and 15 for Zimmerman with 8-10 and counting left to go in regulation, tied at 8 between GSL and Zimmerman. One wide out each side, high formation backfield. Jones under center. Ball center of the field, takes a snap, play action, rolling to his right, pressure coming, looks, heaves, far side, incomplete. Plus side, the guy the coach on the sideline was able to catch it cleanly, but not an eligible receiver on that play. Brings up a 3rd and 15 for Zimmerman. It was a 3rd and 12. They had their big play, the 52-yard touchdown pass to Poole. Rockman is still out there. He is gamely trying to fight through it here tonight, Adam.
Yeah, definitely trying as hard as he possibly can. I give the kid a lot of props, a lot of heart right there, too, and this coach is having a lot of confidence in him even when he's playing hurt.
Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side, running back to left of the quarterback. Jones swatted down for the shotgun snap, has to leap up to catch it, head high, pressure coming, rolling to his left, flicks it near side. It is incomplete. Intended receiver was Caden Spence, and that throw was in a double coverage, incomplete, and that brings up 4th down. And stops the clock with that incompletion with 7:55 left to go. And the punt team's coming on for Zimmerman.
Yeah, good job by the defense right there. Really tight coverage by everybody, shutting down all receiving options right there. And Spence tried to get out there as quickly as he could to try to see if he could snag it, but that was just kind of overthrown as well too. So just great job all around by the defense.
Weather to punt from his own 28-yard line. No on back to receive at his own 30. No snap, cast time, punt is away. It's a high, arcing punt. Fair catch called for by Nowak. He'll catch it at the 27-yard line, and that's where GSL will start 1st and 10. At their own 27, with 7:49 left to go in regulation, GSL and Zimmerman tied at 8. And now, Adam, this is 7:49, tied at 8. This is the perfect amount of time for the Panthers to grind the clock out and get a late score to win this one.
One of those methodical drives, right? Just grind it out constantly, but find a way to keep that ball moving down the field.
Big T backfield, stiff for the single setback, single wide out to the right. They're going to hand it off, coming around left side with it is Nowak trying to find some room as the defensive line shot through there, but Nowak was able to avoid the first couple of guys as he was skipping across the line right to left. They made a cut to left tackle and picks up 2.
Good play call right there, of course, too. Trying to switch it up a little bit, some misdirection there. But again, GSL's got to find a way to keep that positive roll going, right? Positive yards each time, but you got to try to get more than one, looking for that at least
2.5 yards, isn't it?
Yep, roughly around there.
If the math works.
That's correct.
Wishbone backfield. Miles in the set, on the far hash on a 2nd and 8 handoff, coming right side with it. Just going out, gets it, he'll dive forward across the 30 up to the 31-yard line for a pickup of 2.
Yeah, just going at right there too, just kind of not getting some of that footing there too. Like we said, he's not quite 100%, but he's still running out there, and just couldn't quite get the footing there. Ends up kind of stuttering a little bit. And GSL's got to find a way here now with a big 3rd down and 5 here. Got to get this ball moving and get that big 1st down.
3rd and 5, ball center of the field at their own 31-yard line as Wolves goes out into the huddle with 6:35 and counting left to go. Tied at 8 here in the 4th quarter. Seminary Stadium here in Glencoe. Maryland I formation backfield. Bulls takes the snap, turn, handoff, left side with it. Nowak across 1st down and more across the 40 before he's finally ripped down at the 44-yard line. Boy, what a run there. Left side pickup of 13. And you can tell on that one, Adam, the entire defense's eyes were on Jaskowiak, and Nowak makes them pay.
Yeah, good job right there. Just a nice little midline up the middle, right? You allow that tackle to be unblocked, right? And you make the read off of him, and just a beautiful job right there by the GSL offense.
1st and 10 at their own 44, going left to right, handoff, coming around right side with it. Jaskowiak finding a little bit of room, gets across the 45, lowers the shoulder, hit at the 49, and brought down there. Pickup of 5 coming around right side. Clock rolling here in the fourth quarter, and now Jaskowiak slow, and I mean slow to get up, and he's
It's going to be that ankle again, and he's
hobbling
just
off
not.
the field. And Bo Leppel's going to have to come on. As Jaskowiak trying to gut it out. You can kind of tell throughout the night he wasn't 100%, and that tackle, that play was the one that probably going to do it for this night for sure. Leppel down to the eye, let Maryland eye, they give it off to Nowak, going left side again with it, trying to pressure forward. Now they're trying to rip it out, stand him up, and rip the ball out. Didn't work out. Nowak will be just shy, pick up a 4 on the carry.
Trying to rip it out and get it out there, and then all of a sudden you see a Zimmerman guy just fly backwards, and Nowak still stands, you know.
With the ball in hand.
Yeah, like, excuse me, sir.
Still line. Called dibs. I called dibs. Thank you very much. 3rd and 1 for GSL. So Jaskowiak out, Bo Leppel and Maryland eye again on this 3rd and 1. Miller's turn, handoff, right side. Leppel met in the backfield, tackled for a loss on the play, a loss of 1. And on that carry, Leppel ran into, and a good job blowing it up by Zimmerman, but he ran into an offensive lineman in the backfield. The punt team's going to come out on a 4th and a long 3.
Yeah, there's just right there, of course, Zimmerman picking the correct gap, came in hard with that blitz, and able to get in there and cause a disruption right away. And just an unfortunate events right there once again as GSL, the drive gets stalled out once again. They got to find a way to keep the momentum going on their side.
So 4th and 3, we'll call it. Panther punt team is out. Remember, Vols is the up man. Stifter back to punt from his own 40. Not much of a pressure coming on this one. They'll let him punt it away, and it is away. Stifter with a high punt. Spence calls for a fair catch. Bobbles it. Ball, well, because he called for a fair catch, and he muffed it, you can't get punished for it. So Spence ended up, they're going to say he caught it, but it was muffed, and if he fumbles that should be free play there for GSL to get it, but it didn't.
I think he got the ball back in his hands even after he muffed it. The ball came out once he was down already back on the ground. And after kind of Nowak came in and kind of tapped him a little bit and hit him there, the ball came out then. But he's on the ground when he had possession of the ball the second time, which we just considered him down, and that's what they're going to call.
Yep, and that's what they go with. 1st and 10 at their own 20, going right to left, tied at 8 with 3:58 left to go in regulation. Zimmerman with the football. Little miscommunication about where guys were supposed to line up as Nolan Spence jumps over to the right side. They're going to hand it off, coming around right side with it, trying to look for room. Nothing there for Rock Snow as he's tackled for a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, good job, Nathan Warner, making a correct read right there, getting through immediately and making a big play right there in a tackle for loss.
So it brings up 2nd and 11. GSL with 2 timeouts remaining, 3 timeouts left for Zimmerman. 8 all the score. 52-yard pass from Jones to Poole to score the second half for Zimmerman. They go shotgun formation, 3 wideouts, 2 left, 1 right. They'll hand it off, coming around left side, still Hawk looking for a lane. Doesn't find any. He's brought down on the play for a loss. Actually back to the original line of scrimmage. Good open field tackle there by the Panthers.
Stifter and Bo Leppel just doing a good job of coming through there. Just wasn't going to let any progress happen with that play whatsoever. Again, a loss of yards. Again, just a great job by the secondary of the GSL defense here tonight.
Brings up 3rd and 11 for Zimmerman with 2:50 and counting left to go. If you're GSL, you get a stop here. If it's a run play, you call a timeout right away, don't you?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left, ball on the left hash. So we just keyed the chunk of ice off the field. Jones takes a snap, 4-man rush, has time, stamps up into the pocket, looking to run. He's going to find a little bit of room up the middle, across the 25-30. He's got a first down. He's brought down, out of bounds, at the 39-yard line. Make it the 40 and a flag on the play. Now what's the flag if that's on the tackle? That would put him in the GSL territory.
Yeah, Scott Chimpley is not happy right now with that. I'm curious what they're going to call on this.
Pickup of 21 on the run by Jones.
Talking it over here. And I was more curious too of the play in the backfield. Warner gets through once again, but the lineman just kind of sits on top of him. But then not only that, tries to roll him over onto his back. I mean, technically that's a hold. You can't be rolling him on the ground. If you're on top, that's a different story.
You're going to wave off the flag. Play still counts, still first down though for Zimmerman, and they convert on a 3rd and long with the run there by Jones. That's 1st and 10 at the GSL 40-yard line with 2:31 left to go. And since he went out of bounds, the clock won't start until the ball is snapped. 3 timeouts left for Zimmerman as well. Well, now they'll say to wind the clock. I formation, 3 wideouts, 2 right, 1 left. Ball in the left hash, takes a snap, gonna hand it off. Stelmach right side with him, trying to bounce it to the outside, looking for a lane. He's gonna stretch it all the way far side. He won't get out of bounds. And guess who? Zach Nowak with another big hit on the running back with a pickup of 4.
Good job once again with Zach Nowak, just making the correct read, making the correct angle to that tackle, running in there, and again, just lowering the shoulder quick here.
Hurry up offense, I formation, 1 wide out each side. Jones turn, hand off, Stelmach with it, right side, try to stretch it again. This time he's wrapped up, good ankle tackle on the play by GSL. He does Bo Leppel get on the tackle, no gain, clock rolling with 1:50 left.
Zimmerman getting real close, getting quick here, back up to the line right away.
3rd and 6 upcoming. It's a sugar huddle. They all check their play sheets on their wrist. 3rd and 6 with 1.5 minutes left to go. I formation. Jones takes a snap. 4-man rush. Looking. Swing pass over the middle. Ball caught. Breaking hard tackle. Shoulder hit. Staying on his feet. Still with it is Rivers. And he's in the GSL territory at the 42 before he's brought down.
Hurry up offense once again. Zimmerman's working hard. They're just going to call the plays. Nope. Hang on. I lied. We're going to call a timeout.
So they'll call a timeout with 1:26 left to go. Score tied at 8. They're at the GSL 42-yard line. Is Zimmerman with timeout? Thunder.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winston areas. Celebrating over 42 years of service, quality, and value. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
GSL 43 going right to left. Wind blowing from, well, actually the flag's now indicating not a whole lot of breeze from near side to far side. Neither team has a kicker. No silence tonight for GSL. Zimmerman in their previous games have always gone for 2 anyway. But they are in range. You'd have to think of Jones being able to at least heave it to the end zone from here, Adam.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got a good enough arm to get it down in there. That's where GSL secondary is really got to step up their game here right now.
Goes shotgun, 3 wide, 2 right, 1 left, way back to the right of the quarterback. Jones takes the waist-high snap, toss play right side. Spence gonna look at a throw, far side, underthrown. Is it intercepted by Nowak? Yes, it is! They tried a little trickeration with King Spence. It was undercut beautifully on the far sideline by Zach Nowak. And GSL gets a huge turnover. They're at their own 15 with 1:20 left to go.
Great job by Zach Nowak, just doing a good job of undermining that receiver right there. So notice that it's just kind of a trickery play here. Going to be kind of, not really a flea flicker, but a halfback pass, pretty much you could say. And of course, goes up, pulls it down, gets a big interception. Great job by him. Now GSL's got some time, but they've got to work fast and hard here. You got 1:20 on the clock. Let's see if Scott Shipley can get his team moving quickly here.
2 timeouts left each side. Wishbone backfield. GSL on the left hash. Turn, hand off with it. Second man through, lowering the shoulder. That's Nowak with it. Jaskowiak back out on the field. A pickup of 3 for Nowak on the play. Clock rolling. GSL seems content to take it to overtime here. And remember, it's 1st and goal from the 10 for each team. They pick one end of the field they want to play at. That's that. Now a timeout finally called by Zimmerman. I think they were just as shocked as some people were that GSL just went with a simple run there, but a timeout with 59 seconds left to go. Tied at 8 here in the 4th quarter. Timeout, Thunder.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winston areas. The name brand floor covering and window treatments direct from the middle to you, plus cabinets and
Cambria countertops?
That is correct, sir.
Hey.
Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
So tied at 8, 59 seconds left to go. I guess worst case scenario here, if you're GSL, you want to have Zimmerman, you run the ball again, make the Zimmerman burn another timeout.
Yep.
You can then make the choice, depending upon if it's 3rd down, or if you get a 1st down, I don't think Zimmerman's going to use the timeout then at that point.
Yep.
But 2 timeouts left for GSL. Where do you think they got to get to? Maybe the 35 to have a chance for Bulls to be able to keep it to the end zone. I was watching him in warm-ups tonight. That seemed to be about where he could throw it from, but maybe the 40 or 35-yard line to get to the end zone.
Yeah, it's got to be around there. I mean, like I said, he's got a pretty good arm.
So it'll be an I formation for GSL. Single wide out, no off to the right. Bulls under center on the 2nd and 7. Play action up, draw play, hand off right side. Jaskowiak with it, trying to get to the right side, and great open field play there. Making the tackle, Brady Salo saves what looked to be a huge run for GSL coming up to the 22, a pickup of 5 for Jaskowiak right side. But boy, Adam, that looked like there was something there, but great open field play by Brady Salo to wipe that play out from being any more than what it could have been. Timeout. Zimmerman, I believe? Yes. Thunder called the timeout with 45 seconds left.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winsted areas. Bergman's got you covered with floor coverings, window treatments, cabinets, and Cambria countertops. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
So what did you see? You kind of groaned there.
Yeah.
What did you see on that play?
It's frustrating to me in a football sense, right? Jaskowiak is just this great player. He is. He's got the mentality. He's got the skill. He's got everything, right? The problem is, I think the elements are playing with his brain a little bit here. Plus, not only that, he's not 100%. We've seen him go down once here tonight with his knee. I think the biggest thing is, though, is he's not, like I said, mentally, it's messing with him, the elements that he's playing in right now. And right there, normally we see him take that quick little juke and scoot up the field, right? He decides, I'm going to try to plow through you and go from there. Well, stay low, the big man's going to fall.
Third and 2 for GSL. They come out with one wide out to each side. An I formation backfield. Jaskowiak dots the I. Bulls under center. Hands it off. Right side with it. Jaskowiak powering forward. He'll have the first down across the 25 up to the 28. A pickup with 7. Clock will stop on the first down. And I believe GSL will use, yes they will, with 39 seconds left to go. The Panthers will use their second timeout of the second half. Tied at 8 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winsted areas. The decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service. We got you covered.
Now, if you're GSL in this spot, Adam, you just pretty much keep running here. You don't want to risk a pass that could get intercepted and set up Zimmerman with any sort of chance. You just want to keep running it here, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, yes, it's all kind of done. I'm thinking the coaching staff will kind of tell you here that, hey, if we bust one out, we bust one out and win the game, right? But if not, we're just going to kind of take this the safe way, not give them any field position, not give them any type of interception here to get back into this even more, or set themselves up for greatness too. So hold on to the ball and keep things moving.
And all the fans that are here are making some noise. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line, going left to right, tied at 8. 39 seconds left to go in the first half. Bulls going to look to pass. Steps, throws, high, Archer, near side. Nowak trying to get there. Incomplete, went off his hands. He was leaping up, trying to come back. Salo was the defender on the play. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Oh, man. Yeah, Nowak's going to be down here for the count. He's going to... I want to say it's just more of maybe just a cramp right here.
That's what it looks like. They're just stretching him out.
But he came down hard on it, and immediately his foot was just, or his leg was out of commission, his right leg here. But I think it's going to be more of just a cramp. But we'll see what they come up with. He tried to get up, and he went right back down.
Bo Leppel will check in for him on the offensive end here. And timeout on the field with 32 seconds left to go. I'm just trying to see here. Timeout on the field. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Back in 30 here on KGLP. Leg. Looks like they're trying to stretch out the right calf. Hopefully that's all it is. GSL just try one heave down the field. 32 seconds left. No timeouts left for Zimmerman.
Surprised me, honestly. I really wasn't ready for that. I'm just surprised.
So bring up 2nd and 10. Tied at 8. Bachman in the backfield for GSL. With some Discoiac in motion, left to right, takes a snap to his Vols, looking to pass, screen far side, caught by Baumgarten. Not much there for blocking. He breaks a couple of tackles. He'll get forward for a pickup of 5 on the play. Where's that screen been begging for all season, Adam?
Yep. There it is.
Clock running. 13 seconds left to go. It looks like we are going to be heading to overtime at Stevens Seminary Stadium for the second year in a row. Last year it was GSL and DC. Actually, that was on the road.
It was on the road.
And I got to go all the way back to Newland and Spicer when GSL won here for their last home overtime game. And we're going to be going to overtime here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. After regulation, it's tied at 8. We're back in 60 seconds here on KGLB.
Fresh as hell.
You're fresh.
Hey.
Stevens Seminary Stadium, GSL won the toss, and they will elect to be defense first, so they'll know what they have to do to win this one. So here's how it goes. Both teams will get it. We get it in an overtime period at the 10-yard line. And it's first and goal from the 10. Continue to play, and then if teams decide to go for 2 or whatnot, if it's done after both teams have the ball for their one possession, of course, if the defense gets it, returns it for a touchdown, and game's over at that point.
Yep. Zimmerman, of course, will be on offense first.
And we'll go down to the south end zone here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. So they're going left to right. Both teams will be going here in overtime. So they'll be in the same end zone. Zimmerman will have the ball first. No time on the clock. Just the play clock here in overtime. First and goal from the 10 for Zimmerman. We've got to go all the way back to the Newland and Spicer game about 4 or 5 years ago. The last time there was an overtime game here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. GSL won on a rushing touchdown into the end zone and celebrates. I formation backfield. Jones will be under center. Single wide out is Rivers to the right. Jones drops under center, takes a snap, looking to pass, has time, pressure comes, heaves it far side towards Wilson, tipped away, incomplete. That was the 2-point conversion play they ran earlier. The tight end from the left side, and that one was tipped away. Should be Dylan Weller, I believe, 44. Nope, that was 84. So that was Brian Herb, the intended receiver on that one, incomplete. So Zimmerman tries to go for it on the first play of overtime for them.
Good job of Carter Rushmeyer just staying with his option right there, receiver, able to get up and get a finger on that play.
And Herb will go out wide to the left. I formation, 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to hand it off. Caden Spence up the middle, right side with it, trying to find room. He's met, he's brought down. Shy of the 5, up to the 7, a pickup of 3 for Spence on the carry.
Good job here. We got some injuries, of course, on the field here. Even Jacob Stifter is up slow to get up here, and now looks to be number 69 for Zimmerman. Who do you got there? He's down
69. I don't have a 69. I got a 68.
Okay, 68.
Donald Peters, 6'5", 230-pound senior.
Okay, he's down. He's kind of kicking pretty hard in the ground here. He's going to be down for a while.
So player down. Let's give you a quick recap of how we got here. GSL scored on a touchdown run late in the first quarter. Bo Leppel, 3-yard touchdown run. A Vols to Baumgarten, 2-point conversion, made it 8-0. With 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter. No scoring would happen then in the second quarter. Late in the third quarter on a 3rd and 12 play, Jones to Poole. 2-point conversion pass from Jones to Wilson. Tied it up at 8 with 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Neither team able to score in the fourth quarter. So that's why we are here in the first overtime. Tied at 8 between GSL and Zimmerman. Player down on the field, so with a break in the action, we'll take one as well. We're back in 30 seconds here on KG. From the 7 for Zimmerman. This is the first overtime. GSL will still get the ball unless they get a defensive turnover and a touchdown on the play. Single setback is Abram Hunter. Takes the snap. 4 wide out, 3 left, 1 right. They throw it right side. Going to the end zone. Holding on. Hurdling the snow pile and catching it for the touchdown. Is Brian Herr on the right side. 7-yard touchdown pass.
Again, they decided to do what they did for the 2-point conversion, but it's on the opposite side, right? And they're going to go against Klockman right there. And Klockman tried to get in there and tried to swat that ball down, but just couldn't do it. And, of course, now Zimmerman has the upper hand here. Are they going to go for one? I think they are. They're going to get a kick here.
Wait and see here. Yes, they do have the kicking pad out. Levi Stratton to kick. Their rushing guys onto the field here is Zimmerman. Try and make it a 15-8 lead. Brock Snow to hold. Snap low, puts it on the tee. No, it's bobbled, it's botched. It's no good. It is no good. And that makes it a 14-8 score, and GSL now will get their opportunity. 4 downs to get into the end zone for the Panthers. Start at the 10. So we see Zimmerman get it. Now GSL has to get a touchdown. And then to win the game, we'll need to convert the 2-point conversion. Or if they can suit up Damian Silas really quick to just kick an extra point, they could. Damian, just get the jersey on real quick. Just a little one. Just hurry up. Just put the mini shoulder pads on. First and goal from the 10 for GSL. So they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to win in this first overtime. Wishbone backfield. Turn handoff. Jaskowiak right side looking, lowers the shoulder, gets hit at about the 7 or 8. Stand up there. Now they're trying to rip the ball away. And they'll blow the play dead. Pick up a 3 for Jaskowiak. First overtime. It is a 14-8 lead in favor of Zimmerman on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. This is GSL's possession now. Zimmerman had it first. They score a touchdown. GSL needs to do that to win the game. Bulls heads out there, 13 on the play clock. No game clock here in overtime. Down to 10 as they get up to the line. Wishbone backfield. Bulls under center. Second and goal from the 7. Turn, handoff, right side. Jaskowiak with it. MJ powering his way across the 5. Up to the 3-yard line is where he'll get stopped and driven backwards from there. Pick up all 4 on the carry.
And that's the biggest thing that they need out of Jaskowiak. All the defense, right? Pound, but fall forward. Keep it to get yourself close to that goal line. The biggest thing is punching it in because you have to at least get to that.
So it brings up 3rd and goal from the 3 of Zimmerman for GSL. It's down 14-8 here in this overtime. First overtime. Wishbone backfield. Vols dips under center after telling some final instructions to Stifter. Takes the snap, handoff, right side with it. Jaskowiak diving, stretching. No, just short. Wasn't able to stretch enough in time. Defender got him down just shy of pickup of 2, and that brings up 4th and goal from the 1. Well, they've ran the same play now a couple of times here, Adam.
Yep.
You expect to see it one more time?
Be interesting to see. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
4th and goal from about the half-yard line. This is for the game. Zimmerman makes the stop, they win. GSL gets it, they'll have a chance to win. Wishbone backfield. Showing a blitz, handing off, right side, Jaskowiak is in for the touchdown! And we're tied at 14, and a 2-point conversion to decide the victory, potentially for GSL.
Yeah, we're going to go with the 2-point conversion.
And again, remember, no Silas hurt last week. So they're going to go for 2 here. And if I'm GSL, I might use the timeout. Well, the play clock hasn't started yet. Jaskowiak's over in the huddle with the coach and with Bulls. Unless he's been kicking extra points too on this side, no one knew about it.
Yeah.
19 on the play clock.
I think that's what they were asking. Like, can you kick this and put it through? Oh, they're going to call timeout.
Yeah, I think that's the right move to do here. For the game, GSL is going to try and win it here. Again, remember, no kicker, so they'll use, each team gets 1 timeout in overtime, so GSL will use theirs here. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Zimmerman use theirs when GSL lines up. But timeout by GSL, tied at 14 here in the first overtime.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. The decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service. We got you covered.
Well, here we go. It's going to be a overtime. This is the 2-point conversion for GSL, tied at 14. Zimmerman had their possession, got the touchdown, missed the extra point kick, never got off the ground. It was a bobbled snap, and nothing happened from there. GSL got the touchdown on the 4th and goal with Jaskowiak going right side. And now they'll have the play to try and win this game from about 3 yards out on this 2-point conversion for GSL.
If they do the 2-point conversion.
We have no reason to believe they won't be doing the 2-point conversion.
No, but you don't know.
You've been cheating? You've been teaching people to kick this week?
Man, you know what? I'd love to see the Daffy Duck come out of this one. Oh, man, would I love to see it.
I'd have to hold you back.
No.
If they were lined up for that, I'd have to hold you back. It'll be a wishbone backfield for GSL, Bulls under center. On the 2-point conversion for the game. Handoff, left side, Jaskowiak breaks 1 tackle, trying to get to the edge, dives in! Flag! He got in!
I think they're going to call an offensive face mask.
Yes, and that's exactly what it is, because the official that threw the flag, who would have signaled he's in for the 2-point conversion, did not. Everyone's breath is held. What's the call going to be on this 2-point conversion? Is it celebration for GSL, or is it exaltation for Zimmerman? Long conversation at the far side. He got in on the 2-point conversion. It looks like it's going to stand. I saw one of the defenders for Zimmerman swing his hands forward. It is a face mask on the defense. GSL has won it.
Oh, wow.
In overtime, 16-14. GSL wins over Zimmerman. Jaskowiak in on the touchdown run to secure a 500 season for the Panthers, and what a play to win it here tonight.
Jaskowiak too here coming up, and he just kind of gives it the guys, my ankle, but they're all excited. Love to see it. Love to see the excitement there, and of course, great sportsmanship once again by GSL. Zimmerman waving a helmet as well. What a hard-fought game this was here tonight.
16-14, GSL wins in overtime at Stevens Seminary Stadium. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, get your Glencoe Regional Health game wrap back.